Scene opens quietly. Soft piano music plays. A senior man around 65 to 70 sits at the dining table near a window. Sunlight is coming in gently. He's reading the newspaper, sipping tea, and seems completely calm. The clock shows 7:30 a.m. Voiceover. Calm and reflective tone. It's just another peaceful morning. Birds are singing outside. The tea is warm. Everything feels normal, safe, routine. This is the kind of moment we all live for after 60. Quiet, familiar, comforting. The man stands up slowly to put the teacup away. Suddenly he pauses, his hand touching his chest. Voiceover tone shifts subtly, but in an instant. That calm is broken. Something doesn't feel right. Strange pressure in the chest, like something heavy is sitting on him. He brushes it off. Maybe it's just gas. Maybe it'll pass. He sits back down, but now he's uncomfortable. He's breathing a little harder. His forehead begins to glisten with sweat. Shifts in his chair, trying to adjust. Voiceover more serious now, but it doesn't pass. It gets worse. The pressure grows tighter. Pain begins to spread to the left arm, up toward the jaw. He starts to feel nauseous. His heart races. A terrifying thought crosses his mind. ... Single quotes, am I having a heart attack? And more importantly, what do I do now? He reaches for his phone, but his hands tremble slightly. He struggles to think clearly. The silence in the room now feels loud, overwhelming. Voiceover. For many seniors, especially those living alone, this is the most dangerous moment. Not just because of the heart attack itself, but because panic can take over. Every second counts. Every decision matters. Yet, most people don't know what to do. Camera slowly zooms in on his face. Fear, confusion, pain, all. Visible, he looks toward the door, as if wishing someone would walk in, but no one does. Voiceover, soft but urgent. This moment, this exact scene, happens to thousands of seniors every single day. Alone, unprepared, but it doesn't have to end in tragedy. You can survive a heart attack alone if you know what to do. Scene fades to black with the text appearing. Would you know what to do? Coming up next, 7 life-saving tips every senior must know. Scene opens with a dark background. A soft heartbeat sound is playing. One by one, warning signs appear. On the screen, each with a subtle sound effect. Visuals show close-ups of different seniors experiencing subtle symptoms at home. Voiceover.com, but serious tone. Most heart attacks don't begin with a dramatic collapse. They begin quietly with small, strange signals the body sends out, and too often we ignore them. Cut to a senior woman rubbing her left arm while reading a book. She looks confused. Voiceover. It might start with pain or discomfort in the left arm, sensation that feels new or unexplained. Cut to an older man pressing his chest gently, trying to take a deep breath. Voiceover. Or a tightness or pressure in the chest, like something is squeezing the heart. Not always sharp pain. Sometimes it just feels heavy. Cut to a woman walking slowly, suddenly needing to stop and breathe. She sits, looking dizzy. Voiceover. Shortness of breath can come suddenly, even when you're resting or doing something light. It might feel like you just can't catch your breath. Cut to a man in the kitchen, wiping sweat from his forehead, looking pale. Voiceover. Cold sweats, nausea, or lightheadedness can all be signs, especially when they come out of nowhere. Without reason, cut to a senior man holding his jaw, shifting uncomfortably. Voiceover. And then there's pain in unexpected places, the jaw, the back, or even the neck. These are often mistaken for something else. Scene fades to a black background with red warning text. Never wait, never ignore. Voiceover firm and direct. Your body speaks before a heart attack strikes. The problem is, we often don't listen. If you're over 60, these signs must never be taken lightly. Cut to a calm visual of a senior couple watching TV with text on screen, knowing the signs could save your life. Voiceover, hopeful tone, because when you recognize the signs early, you give yourself the best chance to survive, even when you're alone. Fade to next title screen. Coming up, 7 life-saving actions to take immediately. Scene opens with bold text on a dark background. Every second counts. Background music shifts to a more urgent tone. Voiceover serious, steady tone. If you ever feel you're having a heart attack and you're alone, don't panic, don't freeze. You need to act fast and smart. We're 7 life-saving steps that could mean the difference between life and death. Step 1. Call emergency services immediately. Visual. A senior quickly dialing 911 or the local emergency number. Voiceover. Even if you're unsure, make the call. It's always better to be wrong than too late. Time is everything. Step 2. Chew an aspirin if advised by your doctor. Visual. Taking an aspirin from a nearby drawer and chewing it slowly. Voiceover. Aspirin thins the blood and can help reduce heart damage. Chew it. Don't swallow whole for faster effect. Step 3. Unlock your door. Visual. Struggling but getting up and unlocking the front door. Voiceover. Unlock the front door so emergency help can get to you fast. You might not be able to later. Step 4. Sit down and stay calm. Visual. Sitting down on the floor with back against a wall. Voiceover. Don't lie down or walk around. Sit in a comfortable position with support. Conserve your energy. Step 5. Breathe deeply and slowly. Visual. Hands on chest, focusing on breathing. Voiceover. Slow. Steady breathing helps lower anxiety and keeps oxygen flowing to your heart. Step 6. Call a family member or neighbor. Visual. Making a second call after calling emergency services. Voiceover. Let someone nearby know what's happening. They may reach you before an ambulance. Step 7. Stay awake and alert. Visual. Eyes open, looking focused while sitting. Voiceover. Do everything you can to stay conscious. Help is on the way. You just need to hold on. Final screen shows all 7 steps in bold with calming music. Voiceover reassuring. These 7 actions could save your life. Memorize them. Write them down. Teach them to your loved ones. Because when the moment comes, there's no time to look it up. Text on screen. Coming up next, a real story of survival you need to hear. Scene opens with soft emotional music. A senior man, Mr. Kareem, age 67, sits in a well-lit living room, speaking directly to the camera. Subtle reenactment. Visuals play as he speaks. Mr. Kareem voiceover. It was a normal evening. I had just finished dinner, watching TV like always. Then suddenly, this pressure in my chest. I thought maybe it was gas, but it kept getting worse. Visual. A reenactment of him shifting uncomfortably on the sofa, holding his chest. Mr. Kareem? I started sweating. My left arm felt heavy. I remembered a video I watched a few weeks earlier. It said to call emergency services right away. That's what I did. Visual. Dialing the phone with shaky hands, unlocking the front door. Mr. Kareem? I chewed an aspirin, locked my door, and sat on the floor, just like the video said. I kept breathing slowly, trying to stay awake. Visual. Emergency responders. Arriving, helping him calmly. Mr. Kareem, the doctors later told me. If I had waited even 10 more minutes, I might not have made it. Cut to Mr. Kareem smiling softly at the camera, now healthy. Mr. Kareem, final words. I'm alive today because I knew what to do. If you're watching this, don't wait. The steps, it could save your life too. Text on screen. Coming up. Final tips and a message that could save a life. Scene opens with calm, uplifting music. A senior couple is seen walking slowly in a park, smiling and enjoying the sunshine. Voiceover. Warm, reassuring tone. A heart attack doesn't have to be the end. With the right knowledge, the right steps, and the courage to act, it can be the beginning of a second chance. Cut to scenes of a senior writing down emergency numbers, placing aspirin near their bed, and talking to a loved one. Voiceover. Preparation. Isn't fear, it's wisdom. It's love. For yourself. For the people who care about you. Fade to the same senior from scene 1, now healthy, enjoying tea again, this time with a smile. Voiceover. You've learned the signs. You've learned the steps. Now it's time to share this knowledge. Text on screen. Share this video with someone over 60. It could save their life. Voiceover final words. If you're over 60 or love someone who is, don't. Wait until it's too late. Be ready. Be safe. Be smart. Cut to closing message on screen. Know the signs, take quick action, stay alive. Subscribe button appears on screen with the sound of a heartbeat. Voiceover gentle. Subscribe. For more life-saving health tips. Your next video could save your life or someone else's.